Hello everyone, very good evening. So welcome to this another live solving session of IPMAT Indore. Uh, so all those who are watching me live, I am sure that you have attempted IPMAT Indore 12 and only then you are watching this. So let me start with the test. SimIPMAT Indore किधर है? Yeah, SimIPMAT Indore. SimIPMAT Indore 12 लास्ट में होना चाहिए यार. X cube plus y cube upon, if I look at this term, x square minus xy plus x minus xy plus y square, this is basically an identity that I am getting. This is nothing but as x cube plus y cube divided by, if I do this term, if I do divide by this term, what will I get? I will get x plus y. And similarly, x cube minus y cube, if I divide by this term, what will I get? I will get x minus y. Okay, and everything will be in log, so it will be log of this minus log of this. Okay, and that is equal to 9 log 91. So basically we are saying that this is a plus sign, right? Yeah, so basically we are saying that x square minus y square, we are saying x square minus y square is equal to 91. uh Difference of two perfect square is 91 is what we are saying here. So basically product of two numbers should be 91. So x plus y into x minus y should be 91. So basically I need to find out how many factors are there of 91. So I don't need to apply the formula. I can see that 1, 7, 13 and 91 are the only four factors, right? So if this is 1, this is 91. This could be plus minus, this could be minus plus, and vice versa. So 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8 combination, and 7 and 13 will have another 8 combination. So there will be total of 16 combination here. Let me check if we are missing anything. Integral value. So negative numbers consider करेंगे. 91 is 7 into 13, right? I believe. ठीक है, चलो. So let me move forward. The next number that I have is p plus q. 16p minus 3q are the first three term of an arithmetic progression where p and q are positive integers. How many values can the 90th term of the progression take if it is less than 1000? I think, let me mark this question for review and move ahead. Okay. Ram sell jalebis. The jalebis are priced at rupees 2 per jalebi up to 200. So, okay. For every additional 20 jalebis, the price of the whole lot goes down by 10 paisa. So, instead of 2, it will be 1.9 and so on. How many jalebis should he sell so that he would maximize the revenue? He would maximize the revenue. Okay. Uh, okay. So, what I can see here is that it's a basically it's a function where one value is decreasing. Okay, क्या हो गया? The solving is not visible. Okay. I don't know what is the, just a minute, guys. Is the screen visible now? I mean, is the question paper visible to everyone? Is the question paper visible to everyone? Uh, just give me a moment. Okay. All right. Is it visible? Is the question paper visible? Okay. If I am writing anything, is it visible to you? Is my writing visible? Hmm. I don't know what is happening today. Just a minute. Guys, now if my writing is visible, no, it's not visible. Whatever am I writing now, it is visible, guys. Okay, great. So Let me start now. Anyways, we have wasted how much minute? Fine, no issues. So I think I hope I'll clear the cutoff for this section at least now. Let's see now. So Ram sell jalebis in boxes of different sizes. The jalebis are priced at 2 rupees up to 200 jalebis. So basically, right now the price is 2 and there are 200 jalebis. Okay. Now it says that if number of jalebis are 220, it is 1.9. Okay. It is 1.8 and it goes to 240 and so on. Okay. So basically here, the product here is 400 rupees 2 per jalebi. Okay. So here the product will be how much? Fine. So I will just figure out 1, 2 into 200 is 2 into 200 is 400. 1 into 400 is also 400. So I know it's a quadratic kind of a thing. So the graph would be like this. Okay. And the value will be 400 at 1 and 2. Okay. So at this point, or rather it would be maximized. So maybe the curve would be like this. So basically at 1 and 2, the values are coming 400 each. So when the jalebis are 200, the price is 400. When the jalebi is 400, the price is another 400, which means it will be maximum here when the jalebis will be exactly in the middle. It should be the maximum point should be at the middlemost value, right? So 300 should be my answer in that case. Okay, fine. The product of two number is 2890. What is the largest possible sum of two numbers when their HCF takes the largest possible value? HCF take the largest possible value 289. 289 तो 17 का square है. So 17 square into 10 basically. The product of two number is 2890. The largest possible sum of two numbers when their HCF takes the largest possible value. Okay. So HCF को अगर HCF is largest possible. अगर HCF, if I keep HCF as let's say product HCF अगर 17 रख दिया, so both the number will have 17. One number will be 17 into 5. Another number will be 17 into 2. This is one possibility that I can see. Acha, 17 into 10 is also possible, and 17 into 1 is also possible, right? So what I'm supposed to find out, what is the largest possible sum of the two numbers? So largest possible sum of two numbers. So this will be 17 into 7 and this will be 17 into 11. 17 into 11 will be bigger. So that should be 187, right? Okay. How many sets of ABC exist such that the simultaneous equation AB plus BC is equal to 80 and okay, I know this but थोड़ा lengthy हो जाएगा. So इसको let me solve and come back. Find a scalar k such that k into A inverse is equal to k A inverse into 3B inverse plus I is equal is okay. Where A inverse B is equal to B inverse. ठीक है, and it is given that B is equal to this. Okay. So basically I know B inverse तो निकल जाएगा. ठीक है, मतलब I can do manual calculation, but ठीक है, it might take time little bit. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let R be the relation such that R into A, R of A plus A into B is equal to R of A into R of B. If R of 2 and R of 5 are positive integers, R of 2 is not equal to 1 and R of 40 is 250. Find R of 5. Okay, so basically I can start with R of 40 here because I can use this property. So R of 40 will be R of 2 cube into R of 5, and that is equal to 250. Okay, and 250 is also interesting thing that I know about 250. 250 is 125, that is 5 cube into 2. Superb. Now I want to find R of 5. I want to find R of 5 here. तो क्या कर सकते हैं? Okay. So R of 2 cube, I can again use the same identity. I can say this is R of 2 into R of 2 square, and then ठीक है, तो इसको R of 2 बन जाएगा, and this is R of 5 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 into 2. So basically this is 5 and this is 2. Okay, ठीक है, so this will be 2 over x square plus y square is less than equal to 4, and mod of 10 square pi x plus mod of cos square pi x is equal to 0. ठीक है, let come back. तो मार्क करके रखते हैं, ट्राई तो कर सकते हैं. Find the number of positive integer solution for superb. So this is great. So less than 10 hai. So what I'll do is I will add a dummy variable here. I will add a dummy variable here and I'll say is equal to 10. Is equal to 9 ho jayega because less than 10 hai. And now so I will use a partition here. So basically 1 2 3 partition. So the answer will be 12c 3. Okay, are we missing anything? Find the positive integer bola hai, so it won't be this. Basically I'll give 1 to each, so now this becomes 6, and now I'll apply 3 partitions. So 6 plus 3 is 9c3 ho jayega. 9c3 will be 986. 9 8 is 72. 72 divided by 6 is 12, and 7 12 is 84. Correct. So are we missing anything? Find a number of positive integers. Solution for x plus y plus z less than 10. कोई zero वाला case minus होगा. If I've given everything 1 to all of them, so minimum तो everything is 1. नहीं तो ठीक है, it's 84, so we can move ahead. The coefficient of x square raised to n minus 2 and x y z into n minus 3 t square. These are in GP. Find the coefficient of this term. ये बाद में देखते हैं. Let's move ahead. A money lender lends money to the poor people at 100% interest. To hide his illegal activity, he gives 20% of the total money at the end of every year to the stakeholders. So he charges 100%. So 100 ka 100, and he gives 20% at the end of every year. So he gives 20 rupees, 200 rupees, including profit. है ना? तो 200 का 20 is 40. So 160. If he lends 1 lakh in the fourth year, lands in the fourth year, then how much money will he give to the stakeholder at the end of second year? Okay. So let's start with 100 only. So 100 basically becomes 200. After giving interest, he will have 160. Then this 160 will become 320. And now he will give 64 rupees. So 320, 64 is 256 हो गया, ठीक है. So he has 256 with him. Now third year में this value will become 512. And he will give 20% अभी इसका 512. If you subtract 20%, so basically 8 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 8 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 4096. 4096. तो इतना बचना चाहिए because 80% is calculated. If I calculate 80%, that's 4096. Okay. Now fourth year बोला है तो fourth year में he has 1 lakh rupees basically. So basically this value is equal to 1 lakh. Then how much money will he give to the stakeholder at the end of second year? At the end of second year बोला है तो कौन सा वैल्यू आएगा? अच्छा, given to the stakeholder. So basically the different amount 64 is given to the stakeholder is how much basically? Okay, so basically this value is 2 raised to 6 and 4096 is 2 raised to 12 divided by 10, correct? 4096 मतलब 1024 2048 4096 and that's 2 raised to 12 है ना, डिवाइडेड बाय 10 करेंगे बराबर. Now this value question mark will be cross multiplication, correct? So it will be 1 lakh upon 2 raised to 6 हो जाएगा. Like 2 raised, this is 1 and this is 2 raised to 6, तो ये 2 raised to 6 हो गया. Now 2 raised to 6 इसको डिवाइड करना है तो बेसिकली कितना हो जाएगा ये. कुछ तो कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक. The numerator do not have 6 zeros, it has only 5 zeros. 64 is 2 raised to 6 and 4096. अच्छा हाँ, डिवाइडेड बाय 10 भी करना है ना. इट इज बेसिकली दिस वाज बेसिकली 2 raised to 12, ये था 2 raised to 6 and into 10 भी ऊपर आएगा, right? Because this is 2 raised to 12 divided by 10 था, तो this is 2 raised to 6. हाँ, now I have basically तो आंसर will be सारे 2s निकल जाएंगे तो आंसर will be 5 raised to 6. 5 raised to 6, 125 का स्क्वायर is 15625. दिस इज 125 का स्क्वायर, ठीक है. Let's move forward. If the lines 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 and my minus x plus 4 is equal to 0 intersect, then for how many values of m does the point of intersection have integer coordinate? Integer coordinate. Okay. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. For a number x greatest integer and curly bracket x are in HP fractional part है, then how many values can x assume? अच्छा, Let me move ahead. Not very comfortable. In a rectangular park, the length is twice the breadth. Okay, there are two circular paths that such that it forms an eight. These two circles touch each other and the periphery of a rectangular park. So, okay. So there are two circles, and this is how it is. A and B start running from the same point, and these the starting point simultaneously. A runs along the boundary of a rectangular park, and B runs around the eight of two circles. The speed of B is 2 km per hour more than A. Then they find the speed of A. Acha. Length is twice the breadth. So basically, if I assume this to be R, radius of a circle, so this is 2R, so this is 4R basically. बराबर है? Uh, B is going around the circumference of the circle. So basically, 2 pi R into 2 is the distance traveled by B, and distance traveled by A will be R, 6R and 12R, right? 12R is a distance traveled, so R gets cancelled out. Eh? Pi by 3. So this is the distance ratio of a distance traveled by A and B. B and A, sorry, this is B and A. Uh, this is 22 by 21 basically. Okay. ठीक है. ठीक है. So now it's done because it said that speed of B is 2 km per hour more than A. So यहाँ पे the difference is only 1. If I want to make it 2, this should be 44 and this should be 42. Then the find the speed of A. So speed of A is 42. ठीक है. Find the value of S if S4, S5, S6, S7 is the greatest integer less than or equal to X. S4 क्या होगा? अच्छा तो it will go on to 1 plus, अच्छा 4 square तक जाएगा. ठीक है. ठीक है. Let me go through some question which I have already marked for review. ये देखते हैं. These are the term basically first three terms of an arithmetic progression है. So basically I can say that P plus Q minus P should be equal to 16P minus 3Q minus P plus Q is what I can say. The difference of the two consecutive terms should be equal, correct? Uh, ठीक है. Where P and Q are the positive integer, how many values can 90th term take? 90th term, पहले इसको solve कर लेते चलो. So this P gets cancelled out, I get Q. 16P minus P is equal to 15P minus 3Q minus this is minus 4Q. So 4Q is equal to 14P is what I am getting. ठीक है. अब क्या आएगा? 2Q is 7P आ गया. 2q is 7p. 98th term find करना है. How many values can a 98th term have? So a 90 will be first term, which is p plus q plus 89th time the common difference. Common difference, I can write down this as q is my common difference. So I can write down this as common difference q. So this will become p plus 90q. Okay, so 1q is 3.5. So this will be p plus 90 into 7 by 2 p. That is 45. 315, 316 p आ रहा है. Uh, if it is less than 1000. Okay, so basically it is less than 1000 बोला है. So p can be 1 or it can be 2. अच्छा, can it be 0? Can it be 0? So ये 0 हो जाएगा. If p is 0, so ये भी 0 हो गया. ये भी 0 हो जाएगा. फर्स्ट थ्री टर्म पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स. अच्छा, पी एन क्यू 0 बोला है, तो 0 तो नहीं हो सकता है. सो 1 and 2 देर आर ओनली टू पॉसिबिलिटीज. ठीक है. Let me go to the fifth question. How many sets of A, B, C exist such that. हाँ ठीक है, ये मैन्युअली सॉल्व, मतलब वी विल सॉल्व इट मैकेनिकली स्टेप बाय स्टेप, तो आ जाना चाहिए. वी हैव 6 minutes. लेट्स स्टार्ट. So basically this is 80, this is 41. I'll take C common from here because it is easy for me, because 41 is a prime number. So A plus B is 41 or C is 41. This is the only possibility. Yeah, ठीक है. Now if I take C is equal to, if I take C is equal to 41, then so यहाँ पे I have done a typo here. A common, C plus B is equal to 41. अब A तो 41 नहीं हो सकता है, because if A becomes 41, this become 41 हो सकता है. If A is 41, then C plus B cannot be 1 because they are positive integers. So this is 1 and this is 41. So this equation will be B plus BC is equal to 80. A is 1. So A is 1. Okay. So basically B plus C is equal to 41. So C can be written as 41 minus B. Okay. So this is basically B into 42 minus B is equal to 80. So it's a quadratic. It's a quadratic. Not sure whether there will be one value or two values. One value I can see B is equal to 2 definitely satisfy, because 40 into 2 becomes this. So अगर 2 satisfy करेगा तो 40 भी करना चाहिए. Yes, 40 also satisfies. ठीक है. So I got two values. It cannot have more than two values. So let's move ahead. ठीक है, ये वाला क्वेश्चन बाद में देखते हैं. लेट मी गो टू द 8th क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट. हाँ, इसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज फाइंड करनी है, हैव टू कैलकुलेट द पॉसिबिलिटीज, राइट? सो एक्स स्क्वायर एंड वाई स्क्वायर लेस देन इक्वल टू 4, सो इसमें तो बहुत सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज, बिकॉज इंटीजर नहीं है. Okay, so perfect square is adding up to zero, which means the individual term here has to be zero. 10 zero कभी होता है when x will be zero, या 180 पे भी होगा. This is 3 point something. I mean, I will not go beyond this, because the moment I take 2 pi and something, this value will become greater than 4 itself. So x can be either 0 or pi. Okay, it can be plus or minus pi also. It can be plus or minus pi. Similarly, when will cos y be 0 when y is equal to 90 degree? So plus minus 90 degree. 3 pi by 2. So basically 9 by 2 is 4.5. तो ये तो नहीं हो सकता है. करेक्ट, ये तो नहीं हो सकता है ना. uh, so I have 0, and there are two combinations here, and there are 2 into 2 4 combinations here. There are 6 combinations. Okay, let me check if I am missing anything. Am I missing anything here? 2 pi is greater than 6, right? 3 pi by 2 is greater than 4 ना. 3 pi by 2 is greater than 4, ठीक है. 3 is 3 point something, 9 point something, 4 point, तो there are 6 values, ठीक है. Okay, now let me go back to this. ठीक है, I'll just enter one here. I'll just enter one here. I'll enter 10. I'll enter 10 here. ठीक है. ठीक. Fair enough. Okay, so now I have m raised to 10. Find the number of trailing zeros basically here. Okay, नंबर ऑफ ट्रेलिंग जीरो फाइंड करना है, तो बेसिकली m raised to 10 is 10 factorial. So basically m क्या हो जाएगा? I'll say 1 by 10 on both the side. If I do 1 by 10 on both the side, it will be 10 raised to 9 हो जाएगा, right? So 10 factorial raised to 10 raised to 9. So number of zeros will be, इसमें दो zeros है and 2 raised to 9 भी है. So it will be 2 raised to 10 raised to 9. ठीक है. Three friends ABC initially had 20. The distribute this and give this. बाद में आते हैं. I'll just come back. 9x square minus 18x plus x is equal to 1 is equal to 0, and 27x cube. ठीक है, तो basically I have to somehow use some identity यहाँ पे, तो because this is 3x the whole cube plus 1 upon 3x the whole cube. I have to use, ये तो होना चाहिए. Now इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं? और बेसिकली आई फाइंड आउट एक्स. Hmm, let me move ahead. ये होना चाहिए. हाँ, I think it will work. So basically the first term is 3x the whole square. uh, First term 3x into 3x करते हैं. And this term I will write down, this is 1 upon 3x हो गया, करेक्ट है. And then I have minus 18. नहीं, but minus 18 तो बाहर लिख देंगे. Is equal to 0. अभी क्वाड्रेटिक हो रहा है तो x into 3x plus 1 upon 3x is equal to 18, is equal to 6, right? So let me check. या तो x 6 होगा, या तो ये 6 होगा, या तो 1 2 भी 2 जरूर भी हो सकता है ना. 1 6 2 3 कुछ भी हो सकता है. Okay, so let me check. So basically it was I had to find this cube plus this cube, right? अच्छा, this cube plus this cube find करना था. ठीक है, चलो let me move ahead. In a right angle triangle, ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree. If 10a by 2 and 10b by 2 are the roots of the equation, this, then which of the following is true? Okay, so basically the sum of the root, basically 10 of a by 2, मतलब ये sum of the root हो जाएगा b by 2, 10 of b by 2 will be minus b by a, and product of the root will be c by a, correct? Product of the root will be c by a. Now since 90 angle c is 90 degree here, so a plus b will be 90. a plus b अगर 90 है, which of the following option is true? Okay, so ठीक है, if I from here if I say that 10 of a by 2 plus b by 2 basically will be 1, because I divide, ये 45 हो गया और ये divide by 2 हो गया, right? So now I will be able to use 10 of a plus 10 of b somehow. This is how I will be able to use. So 10 of x plus y with nothing but as 10 of x plus y, which means minus b by a upon 1 minus the product, that is c by a, is equal to 1. तो ये a cancel हो जाएगा. What will I get? Minus b upon c minus a is equal to 1, which means c minus a is equal to b. Okay, c minus a is equal to b is the second option, correct? ठीक है. Now, for how many values of x greater than minus 10, f of x is less than 0, where x is from of the form p by q, where p is a natural number. Let's move it. A and B start running on a circular ring with the circumference of 400 meter with a speed of 5 meters per second and 3 meters per second respectively in the opposite direction. After how much time will they be 40 meter apart for the third time? थर्ड टाइम बोला है राइट 40 meters apart. So फर्स्ट टाइम होंगे when they are when they travel 360 opposite direction है ना, तो they are traveling 360, then they travel 440, and then 800 minus तो 760 पे होंगे, and opposite direction so divide by 8, so 760 divided by 8 is 95, so that should be my answer. Done. Okay, if the system of equation does not have a unique solution, then how many values of x such that g of x cosec cos q plus sin q. Let's come back to this question. The population of the town in 2021 was population increased by x% in 2022 and then decreased by 5% in 2023. Find the lowest possible population of the town in 2022 if the following information is known. Lowest possible greater than बाद में करते हैं. Let ABC be an isosceles triangle such that AB and AC are equal length. AD is altitude from A. ठीक है. uh, ABC is an isosceles triangle. AD is an altitude from A and BC, and altitude from A and BC and BE are ये E है. ठीक है. If AD and BE intersect at O, तो ये O है, and AOB is 105. Okay, so basically this angle is 105. Then AD upon BE is equal to AD upon BE. AD upon B. Basically सारे ट्राइंगल सिमिलर हो जाएंगे, राइट. ऑल द ट्राइंगल्स आर सिमिलर. ये 105 है, दिस इज 90 डिग्री. Okay, so what I can do here is that AD upon BE perpendicular is equal to AC upon BC, the hypotenuse. Now we know that AB and AC are equal. So basically I can say that this is equal to BC is 2 times BD, 2 times DC. I can say that. और मुझे 15 डिग्री कहीं ना कहीं चाहिए, आई नीड 15 डिग्री, राइट? बेसिकली तो दिस एंगल शुड बी 15, ये 15 होना चाहिए, 90 + 15 डिग्री, है ना? सो बेसिकली sin 15 विल बी BC/AC हो जाएगा, BC/AC हो जाएगा sin 15. So BC/AC, right? So this will be 1/2 sin 15. 1/2 sin 15 कैसे सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे? तो 1/2 sin 15 इज डेफिनेटली नॉट sin 15, ये भी डेफिनेटली नहीं हो सकता है, cos 15 या 2 cos 15. So this is cos 15 upon cos 30 हो जाएगा, बिकॉज 2 sin 15, cos 15 हो गया, sin 30, करेक्ट, तो दिस इज 2. ओके, नाउ हियर log 2, everything is equal to log, I mean addition is equal to log 2 basically, so x find करना है. Okay, so this is a GP I can say that it is x upon log 2 को बाहर लेते हैं, so this is 2 log 2 and this is 4 log 2, so this is 1 plus half प्लस 1/4, हाँ ठीक है, तो ये बेसिकली मेरा हो गया हाफ, नहीं, 1/1/2 इज 2, ये पूरा सीरीज हो गया 2. So basically 2x is equal to log 2 the whole square, correct? So x is equal to log 2 the whole square upon 2. So which option? Fourth option. Okay. Find the value of this. Huh? Let me go back. R1 is a road whose alignment is described by the equation 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. R2 is a road parallel to R1. R3 is a road exactly midway between R1 and R2. ठीक है? R1 दिया है, R2 is parallel to R1 and R3 is exactly midway. Midway and has an equation, अच्छा 60 है, एक है 3x plus 2y is equal to 30, दूसरा है 3x plus 2y is equal to 60, and that is R3. The distance between the origin and the closure of R1 and R2 is k times the distance between, wait, so एक R1 है, this is R2 and this is R3, और the distance between the origin and the closure of R1 and R2, ठीक है, तो अगर ये origin है, is k times the distance between the origin the farthest of R1 and R2, तो अगर ये k है, नहीं नहीं, whatever it is, this distance is k times this distance, find k. अच्छा, so दोनों lines are parallel, तो बेसिकली अगर ये 30 है, ये 60 है, सो दिस शुड बी 90, है ना? So it will be the distance of this line from this will be 30 upon under root of 3 square plus 2 square, and this will be 90 to 1 by 3. 1 by 3. ठीक है. If x, y and z are positive numbers, बाद में करते हैं. K, L, M and T, X are the non-distinct. Okay. In a regular polygon, the interior angle exceed the exterior angle by 108 degrees. Find the number of diagonals. Okay, so 108 degree किसमें होता है? The interior angle exceed the exterior angle by 108 degrees. If it is, ठीक है, तो 108 and 180, basically interior angle will be 288 का half 144, and exterior angle is, ठीक है, whatever, exterior is 36. So number of sides will be 10. Find क्या करना है? Number of diagonals. So number of diagonal will be 10c2, that is 45, minus 10, so that's 35. Okay. Let g of x be a function satisfying g of a upon g of b is equal to g of a upon b for all the real values of s. If g of 3 is equal to 1 by 9 and g of 6 is equal to 1 by 36, find g of 2 by 3 minus g of 3 by 2. जी ऑफ 6 1 बाई 36 दिया है, जी ऑफ 3 1 बाई 9 दिया है, तो बेसिकली वो स्क्वायर हो रहा है आइडियली, राइट? सो जी ऑफ 2 बाई 3 विल बी जी ऑफ 2, ट्राई कर दो, जी ऑफ 2 अपॉन जी ऑफ 3, तो ये 9 बाई 4 हो जाएगा, माइनस ये हो जाएगा 4 बाई 9, है ना? सो 81 माइनस 16 है 65 अपॉन 36. इज इट सो इजी है? 65 by 36 ऑप्शन में भी है. लेट्स गो अहेड. If all the different words formed by using the alphabets India are arranged in the order that would come in dictionary, find the rank of word India. So basically, you will have the word starting with A, then D, then I. So D से start होने वाले कितने word होंगे? 4 factorial upon 2, that is 12 words. D से start होने वाले you will have again 12 words. I, first I will have IA, then I will have ID, right? Then I will have II also, and then I will have IN. ठीक है, तो आई ए विल हैव टोटल ऑफ 6 वर्ड्स, 3 फैक्टोरियल. दिस विल हैव 3 वर्ड्स, दिस विल आल्सो हैव 3 वर्ड्स, 6 वर्ड्स, सॉरी, 3 फैक्टोरियल. आई एन, आफ्टर इन आई एन वी विल हैव आई एन ए, आई एन डी ए आई, and then I will have INDIA, INDIA. So there are 2 words with this. There is 1 word and there is 1 word here. So this is 24 and 12, 36, 42, 42, 44, 45 and 46. So 46 should be my answer. Trigal has more efficient, Trigal is more efficient, 20% more efficient than they when both started working together on a project X. It was supposed to be completed after 9 days due to some project I'll probably come back to this question. I don't have much time here. Ashwin mixes chocolates. Okay, let me go and solve the DI first. Okay, this is Q is a non-empty set subset of P if product of all the elements of Q is even. How many subset of Q are possible? Okay, this is so basically subtraction दिया हुआ है, which means we will do total. हाँ, so products of all are even. So basically I can say total subset will be 2 raised to 100 minus all the subset where all the terms will be odd. All the terms will be odd will be 2 raised to 50. ठीक है, इसमें इसमें क्या गलती कुछ, आर वी मिसिंग आउट ऑफ एनीथिंग? ऑल द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ क्यू इज इवन, तो सारे ऑड वाले टर्म निकाल दिए हमने, ऑड सबसेट्स क्यू आर पॉसिबल। ये ऑप्शन में बी ऑप्शन है। बी ऑप्शन, लेट्स गो अहेड। Sin theta and cos theta are the roots of the equation. Then, अच्छा, so basically I will use sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 यूज होगा यहाँ पे। sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1। इसको क्या करेंगे? sin theta plus cos theta, तो बेसिकली माइनस बी बाई ए द होल स्क्वायर हो जाएगा, विल बी sin theta plus cos theta whole square is equal to 1 प्लस 2 टाइम्स ऑफ सी बाई हो जाएगा, करेक्ट? sin plus 1 sin theta is equal to 1 plus, ठीक है, sin square theta plus 2 theta, तो this will be basically v square upon a square is equal to a plus 2c upon a, so ये cancel, so b square is equal to a square plus 2ac, b square is equal to a square plus 2ac, b square is equal to, कौन सा ऑप्शन है? सेकंड ऑप्शन। Okay, let me solve. I have 15 minutes. Let me go to the DI here first quickly. I'm not reading this question, so let me mark this. Let me mark this. I don't think I'll have time to solve this. Okay. 5 mocktails A, B, C, D, and E are to be served in a party, and this are made with the help of 4 juices. Okay. The following partially filled table gives the detail of which juices are to be used to make the mocktail. It is known that at least one of P. Okay, we need to at least use one of P or Q. Okay, fine. The following additional information is available. Every mocktail should be made of exactly two combination, two different combination of juices. ठीक है, R and S are to be exactly 2 mocktails. So R and S को we have used exactly 2 mocktails. D is not made D is not made using P. D is not made using P, तो इसको कैंसिल कर देते हैं। And similarly E is not made using R. E is not made using R, तो ये भी कैंसिल कर देते हैं। One of the juices in D is R, so this will become tick. ठीक है, Now, hmm, so basically there are five mocktails and four juices. Every mocktail should be made of exactly two different combination of juices. Okay, so there will be total of 10 combinations. ठीक है. So let's do some. So देखिए, basically this two will be crossed because A is already made with the two of them. Now, तो इसमें दो ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं आर में, सो आर दिस टू विल बी क्रॉस्ड आउट. ठीक है. देन लेट्स सी पी एंड क्यू. पी एंड क्यू. ओके, फॉर अ टाइम बीइंग लेट मी से दैट कि ये भी टिक है और ये भी टिक है. फॉर अ टाइम बीइंग लेट्स से दैट. अच्छा, काम करते हैं, ऐसा नहीं करते. Was cross, this was tick. P is R, this was क्रॉस था, शायद ये क्रॉस था और ये क्रॉस था. क्या था ये क्रॉस था, दिस वाज क्रॉस. D is not made using P. D is not made using P, and R is not made using R. One of the juice in D is R, तो ये क्रॉस हो गया था. करेक्ट. नाउ if I say that this is, ये दो ही पॉसिबिलिटी है T के लिए. So let me say that this is tick. अगर ये टिक हो गया तो ये क्रॉस हो गया और ये भी क्रॉस हो गया. In that case this is cross. If this is cross here, so this should be tick. नहीं, ये भी क्रॉस. नहीं ना, नॉट नेसेसरी राइट. ये भी हो सकता है कि, तो बेसिकली ओके, ये टू है, ये टू है. सो यहाँ पे मिनिमम तीन तो होने ही चाहिए, तो ही 10 कॉम्बिनेशन हो सके. यहाँ पे मिनिमम तीन तो होने ही चाहिए. तो अगर ये टिक है, ये टिक दिया हुआ है, तो दिस हैज टू बी टिक. करेक्ट. एंड दिस इज टिक. सो इन दैट केस इफ देयर आर डी में दो टिक आ गए हैं तो ये क्रॉस हो गया. नाउ इसमें दो टिक आ गए तो ये ऑलरेडी क्रॉस है. इसमें दो क्रॉस है तो ये दो टिक होने जरूरी है. एस में दो टिक होने जरूरी है तो ये टिक है और ये क्रॉस है. ओके, सुपर. सो नाउ लेट मी क्विकली मार्क द आंसर. डी इज मेड विथ, सो डी इज मेड विथ बेसिकली क्यू एंड आर. क्यू एंड आर किधर है? क्यू एंड आर बराबर. ओके. इफ क्यू इज नॉट यूज टू मेक ई, if q is not used to make e, हाँ ठीक है, then s is used in c and d. C and E, sorry, हाँ C and E is this option. ठीक है. Q is used in BCD, BCD. If exactly one of P and Q is used, if exactly one of P and Q is used in B and C, then which of the following is true? So if exactly one of them is used in, तो क्या होगा? Uh, D is made with juice P and Q. No. E is made of the juice P and Q. E is made of the juice P and Q. D is made. अच्छा ये बेसिकली ओके तो ठीक है मैंने अज्यूम कर लिया था ना प्रीवियस स्टेटमेंट में. I'll have to make a different case here. ठीक है. If mocktail B is made from the juice P and Q, ठीक है, this will satisfy. Which mocktail is made from the juice Q and S? Q and S से क्या बना हुआ है? Q and S यूज करके बना हुआ है mocktail C. ठीक है. So this case, if exactly one of P and Q is used in B and C, अच्छा दोनों यूज नहीं हुए हैं, तो I'll have to make a different table now. Okay. हाँ ठीक है. Not sure. Let me go to the earlier question. ठीक है ये देखते हैं चलो फटाफट अभी. Trital is more efficient than Jaidev. 20% more efficient than Jaidev. So basically if I say that एक 5 हो जाएगा दूसरा 6 हो जाएगा. If Jaidev is 5, Trital is 6. Both start working together on a project which was supposed to be completed in 18 days. Which was supposed to be completed in 18 days. So total work done by them is 11, 8, 18 are 198. After 9 days, due to some project, Tridal could contribute only 30%. Due to this, the project was completed in 5 days. Okay, 20 days. So basically, for the first 9 days, uh, 11 into 99, 9. So 99 job is done. So 99 work is still left. And for the remaining 11 days, Jaidev will contribute with the same speed, that is 55. So 44 work is left. And now this 44 work is done by Tridal in 11 days. So Tridal speed becomes 4. So due to this, the project A was complete. Okay, find P. Basically, what is P? Tridal could contribute only P%. So Tridal was contributing 6. Now Tridal is contributing 4. So Tridal will contribute 2/3, right? 2/3. Tridal will contribute 2/3. Okay. Ashwin mixes chocolate in the milk इधर है ही नहीं. Mixes chocolate with milk. अच्छा not ठीक है. Chocolate with milk in the ratio 3:2. So chocolate and milk in the ratio 3:2. Coffee and milk in the ratio 7:3. ये chocolate है. Coffee and milk in the ratio 7:3. He combines mixture A and B in the ratio 2:3. So basically first part को 2:3 में multiply करेंगे तो 2 and 3. He mixes C with an equal amount of water to make a drink. Then the percentage of milk in the drink will be okay. Super. ठीक है. So basically this is 6. 4 and 9 is 13. And this is 21. तो बेसिकली ये कितना हो जाएगा? टेक समथिंग, चेक कर लेते एक बार। हाँ, मिल्क, chocolate and milk 3:2, coffee and milk 7:3. He mixes the mixture A and B in the ratio 2:3. Percentage of milk in the drink will be. बराबर है, ठीक है। सो कितना हो गया ये? 6 and 13, 21, 21 and 20 is 40. So he adds another 40 water. Now percentage of milk will be 13/80. Correct? ऑप्शन में नहीं है। Ashwin mixes chocolate and milk in the ratio 3:2 and prepares mixture A in the ratio. हाँ शिट, सिली मिस्टेक। बेसिकली ये 5 पार्ट्स है और ये 10 पार्ट्स है, एंड ही मिक्सेस इन द रेशियो 2:3। सो आई विल मेक दिस एज 2:3। इसको 20 बनाना है, इसको 30 बनाना है, तो ये 3 है, इसको 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, तो ये 12 हो गया, इसमें 4 ऐड हो गया तो ये 17 हो गया, एंड दिस रिमेन्स 21। सो दिस इज 9, 29 एंड 21 इज 50, 100। तो 17/50, 100, 17%। ठीक है। Now let me go to this question quickly. Okay, there are 10 tournament. There are teams, they play a round robin tournament, and the top 4 teams reach the semi final. Find the minimum number of games a team can win and still reach the semi final stage. टॉप टीम पहुंचना है, टॉप टीम को पहुंचना है। Find the minimum number of games a team can win and still reach the semi final stage. So 10 टीम है। सो पहला टीम 9 जीतेगा, फिर 8 जीतेगा, फिर 7 जीतेगा, तो 24 जीत गया। टोटल 10 C2 45 गेम्स होंगे, बराबर। 45 गेम्स होंगे, सो दिस इज 21 लेफ्ट। एंड नाउ 7 टीम्स है, सो 7 टीम्स, ईच टीम विल विन 3 एंड स्टिल कैन रीच द नेक्स्ट स्टेज। ठीक है। इन अ प्लेन ऑफ 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, what is probability that is a randomly selected line will form a triangle? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 63 is 20, तो okay, चलो ठीक है। Let me start with the first question. I'll read the RC, guys. In my research for waste with your active mind, Okay. So, what is the primary purpose of the passage? Boosting brain resources? No. Uh, First is weird, I believe. Enhancing attention and perspective. ठीक है. Mastering the leave the house without your phone routine. ठीक है. Make a sense of fractal pattern in nature. uh, Primary benefit of spending time in nature. ये मैंने कहाँ पढ़ा था फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ था राइट. Enhancing the attention or mastering the. Okay, I think it's. Let me go ahead with this. Mostly, ठीक है. According to the passage, why is spending time in nature considered especially restorative? Okay. It drains brains resources. No. It involves complex and challenging patterns. Uh, yeah, second, especially mind wanders, leaves, cloud, this small moment, positive takes, thing whenever possible. Although I personally have not yet mastered the leave of this routine, I have gotten much better. It involves complex and challenging patterns. It allows brain to easily process the natural element. Yes, ठीक है. Next. In the context of the passage, what does a fractal pattern refers to? Fractal pattern कहाँ पढ़ा था हमने? Fractal pattern, yeah, complex and challenging patterns, repeating patterns found in natural things, random shapes or forms, monotypes, pattern without variation. हाँ. ऑप्शन सी तो डी तो नहीं है. कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड चैलेंजिंग पैटर्न्स and repeating patterns found in natural things. क्या होगा ए और बी हियर. थिंक इट शुड बी ए. लेट्स गो. What is the author's perspective on spending time in nature with phone according to the passage? What is the author's perspective on spending time in nature with a phone according to the passage? Okay, ठीक है. It enhances the experience. It used to listen to the bird songs. नहीं, ठीक है. It is not essential for the overall well-being. It can detract from the restorative benefit. It doesn't impact the mental. Nice. C option, ठीक है. Which of the following can be considered as the example of fractal patterns? So, leaf veins, coastlines can be. Urban parks and walkways, fractal pattern, urban parks, no. Podcast and headphones, no. Cities, no. It's first one. Which of the following is the least likely to agree with about the attention restoration theory? Attention restoration theory, least likely to agree. The brain easily processes nature and its fractal patterns. Time spent in nature involves processes of the brain that aren't frequently engaged in the modern life. Nature time can quit a racing mind. The brain can make sense of natural elements. Least likely agree that a retention restoration theory. It could be B or C. Time spent in nature involves processes of brain that aren't frequently engaged in the modern life. Nature time can a racing mind. Chalo, let me go ahead with B. C, sorry. Yeah. Next one. Okay. Next passage. If you ask someone who used the first European to discover America, how you would probably see the standard response Christopher Columbus. However, time goes on. The most explorer now created it North America, almost 500 years. Columbus was left. The Vikings are known as the rates settlements. They are also known as to be explorer. When Ericsson his 20s, he begins learning to travel the deep sea by traveling from Greenland to Norway, and he stated that on his return to Greenland, he bought his first. Sometime after he returned from Norway, he decided to sail again as a young man. Ericsson had spoken to another Viking sailor, who told of a land had seen west of Greenland, a land that had not have glaciers and have covered with green trees. In hopes of finding that land, Ericsson bought drinks and he told however they believed because their reason for here they were awarded for their troubles. They found the use has been crazy and they instilled this and this fiction. This today we have known that surprisingly the Vikings did not make a permanent settlement there. The explorer those settlers because of the discovery of this new land was not widely known in Europe. The author refers to Ericsson Viking heritage in the paragraph 2 as a way to imply that paragraph 2 Ericsson Viking heritage. Ericsson the Vikings were known to be seafaring people. Their raids on the settlements of the other countries are legendary. They are also known to be explorers. Okay, leave for the violent man. No, Viking heritage is something to be proud of. Nothing of proud. Some Ericsson love for seafaring, exploring comes naturally. Yeah, the Vikings were one of the more advanced तो आया ही नहीं है तो it should be the option. ठीक है. There. From the passage, it can reasonably be inferred that the Ericsson exploration was aimed at finding gold and other treasure. Definitely not. People who convert to Christianity, no. The new route to India, that was not. The land rich of resources, absolutely yes. Based on the information in the passage about Lee Ericsson, he is most likely a someone who goes on a trek or maybe man ahead of his time, definitely not. Someone who liked adventure, okay, trekking adventure, dedicated to growth of Greenland settlement, no. Cruel and harsh, definitely not, so it's B. The main function of the fourth paragraph is two. So fourth paragraph, one, two, three, and fourth. Okay, sometimes. Okay. The main function of the fourth paragraph is to describe the first step of RDS journey, support the idea that the Ericsson is constantly taking exploratory trips, explain why Ericsson decided to sail west, relate the experience where Ericsson had to overcome a disappointment. More or less everyone is true. We found the use Salmon grassy. This is that land that Greenland glacier is hold of the 600 miles before finding the island. Not in the context of the passage, what does the term seafaring mean as applied to the Vikings?
uh, relating to farming near the sea, engaging the trade and commerce, traveling or navigating on the sea, settling in the coastal areas, seafaring, settling in the coastal areas. Okay. What is the overall tone of the passage toward the discovery of wetland by leaf erection? Skeptical, no. Neutral, informative, informative, yes. Celebratory and triumphant, no, not at all. Critical and judgmental, no. Is it new? Informative, yes. Informative. Let's move to the next question. We believe in supporting ventures that are pioneering the technologies of tomorrow, positioning us at that the innovation, cutting edge of the innovation, no. Nadir of innovation, cutting board of no, definitely. Rough edges, no. Nadir. Despite spending almost 5 years together, there's dash between the two. No blood between the two. No love lost. No blood तो नहीं आएगा. No love lost. Blue bird, no, not blue blood. Boiled blood. Boiled blood कुछ होता है क्या? Boiled blood. No love lost. So no blood नहीं होगा. Blue bird नहीं है. Boiled blood. Sure, there's something called as boiled blood. 5 years together, there is no love lost between the two. Think love lost. Even after new rules come into effect, most existing companies will be dash the old system up for 5 years. Deriving from the old system, no. Most companies will be deriving from the old system, no. We launched in the old system, no. Grandfathered into the old system with grandfathered. ठीक है मतलब ठीक है grandfathered. Yeah. It is always good to have dash when considering important decision. It is always good to have hot potato. नहीं, hot potato का मतलब नहीं होता है यहाँ पे. It is slightly argument तो नहीं होगा. Flayed man, devil's advocate and perfect storm. It is always good to have devil's advocate when considering devil's advocate. You need to check both the sides of the coin. ठीक है. Then, why do you have such a large green, no, a long face? Is it because you lost all your money in the casino? Why do you have such a concern for? If you have lost money in casino, should be long face, I believe. Long face. The news of his friend's accident left him with Butterfinger, heavy heart. Yes, obviously heavy heart. अरे, yeah. The fitness instructor is not just gymming nut with a Johnny Bravo physics, but an ambassador for holistic approach to the wellness. He emphasizes the importance of balance, nutrition, regular exercise, and mental apathy. No, mental agility नहीं होता है. Mental stability या mental clarity. He wants his student to enhance their overall strength, overall tranquility, या overall health, overall vitality, and overall strength होगा, right? The politician's ability to articulate complex ideas with clarity and conviction is a testament to his eloquence, rhetoric नहीं, banter, eloquence होगा in a public speaking, gaining acclaim from both supporters, reluctance from both supporters नहीं, appraisal हो सकता है, disdain ठीक है, gaining disdain is also not correct, you cannot gaining disdain नहीं होगा, appraisal, uh, so first and fourth option, फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ में क्या होगा, सॉरी दिस फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड अप्रेजल बेंटर, टेस्टमेंट टू हिज बेंटर, बेंटर का मतलब क्या होता है, यू टीच समवन, कन्विक्शन इन अ टेस्टमेंट टू हिज बेंटर तो नहीं आना चाहिए राइट, अप्रेजल हो सकता है, रिलक्टेंस थिंक इट शुड बी अलोक एंड देन अक्लेम ठीक है, artist innovative approach to blending traditional techniques with modern concept has led to the creation of unique art form that challenges conventional norms or conventional pitches and sparks the controversy. So it sparks the controversy. ठीक है. Researching your opponent's position and anticipating and negating and challenging their objections and anticipating their objections, negating their objections or negate or noticing their objections. Okay, researching your opponent's position and their objections are dash skills, are crucial skills for any debater, are trivial, not a trivial for sure, dubious नहीं होगा, vital हो सकता है for any debater who wants to deceive their audience, who want to persuade that audience to win the argument. Uh, so researching your opponent's position and anticipating their objections are crucial skill for any debater who wants to persuade their audience and win the argument. Researching your opponent position and noticing their objections uh, are vital skills for any debater who wants to deceive their audience. No, so noticing नहीं आएगा, anticipating you anticipate right. Okay, the chef innovative dishes shows the harmonious blend of diverse flavor, textures, and aromas, providing a unique experience for the guest and engages all the senses, all the elements, all the constituent, and all the components. Engages constituent component कैसे elements तो senses ही होना चाहिए, leaving an incredible impression of his gastronomy and culinary engages all the senses ही हो सकता है, I don't think anything else is possible here. After years of after years of concealment होगा, obscurity होगा, pursuit होगा या disappearance, the ancient manuscript adorned with intricate illustration and mystifying symbols or elaborate symbols was discovered in a hidden chamber revealing secrets of long forgotten culture. Fourth yoga. Okay. In recent years, the popular of EVs are surged, driven by advancement in battery technology, increasing environmental awareness, and government incentives promoting sustainable in transportation. In the US, EVs are set to replace gas cars completely by 2050. However, the widespread adoption of EVs still faces challenges such as the limited availability of charging infrastructure, the inefficiency of electric motors compared to traditional, that's not challenges. Rising cost of lithium, widespread adoption of EVs is not lack of variety in electric, limited charging facility has to be the case here. The urbanization continues to accelerate globally. Cities are grappling with the need to provide sustainable and efficient transportation solution. Dash is crucial to addressing the increasing congestion and environmental impact. Dash is a crucial to addressing the increasing. Okay, the expansion of highway and roadway network is crucial to addressing the increasing congestion. Expansion cannot be leading to congestion. The promotion of single occupancy vehicle, no. Investing in public transportation and cycling infrastructure, encouraging private car ownership. It's third. It's very obvious. In the realm of artificial intelligence, the ethical consideration play a vital role in shaping the development and deployment of intelligent systems. But ethics is not only criteria to consider anymore. Public also need to be educated on how machine learning works and why certain answers by AI may be skewed. Dash is essential for ensuring that AI application prioritize fairness. Okay, a set of rigid regulatory frameworks and understanding of bias, algorithmic decision making is essential for ensuring that AI application prioritize fairness. Okay, enlightening common users on the potential risk associated with AI is essential for ensuring no rapid development of AI technologies without thorough testing is essential. No, it should be B. Embracing new renewable energy sources and conservation efforts can play a key role in mitigating the impact of climate change. It can promote sustainable practices and reduce greenhouse emission. Okay, we must work at expanding deforestation for economic development. No, implementing policies that prioritize long-term gains over short-term gains is important. Implementing the policies that prioritize long-term gain over short-term gain is important. Embracing the renewable energy sources and conservation efforts can play a key role in mitigating the climate change. The use of fossil fuel for energy has been long encouraged. Climate change possesses a significant threat to ecosystem, biodiversity, and well-being of community widespread. Let me go ahead. Okay. Uh, she found solace in quiet moment of introspection. So I have to find the meaning here. She found comfort, discomfort, right? Nearest in the meaning, he was incompetent manager whose strategy for avoiding blame included incessant yelling and passing the buck during the crisis. Uh, Passing the buck is electing a junior manager, definitely no. Shifting or avoiding shifting responsibility. Passing the buck, yes. Shifting the responsibility. The war and the subsequent economic hardship of 1920s took a huge toll on youth of the time. They spent months convalescing at home. Convalescing at home. I don't know the meaning here. Tragedy dash him. Tragedy dash him one too many times. Struck him or had been striking. No, had not had, struck him. No, had struck him too many times. Had struck him too many times. Okay. One used incorrectly and inappropriately. You need to choose the one which is incorrect. Okay. You must knead and dough well if you want your pasta to come out smooth and consistent. You took a moment of knead her temples. attempting to soothe the tension that had built up throughout the stressful day. The book says that if you want to succeed as a measure, you need to be mastering a kneading technique. So this is a problem here. Kneading technique is a problem. Okay. Then every morning I enjoy a bowl of cereal and fresh berries for breakfast, savoring the crunchy texture and having the nutritious start for my day. The detective carefully examined the serial numbers on stolen electronics, hoping to trace the item back to the rightful owner to solve the case. Which word is used here? Cereals? हाँ अच्छा सीरियल्स इज यूज सीरियल्स है सीरियल इज अ वर्ड हाँ बोल ऑफ सीरियल नहीं आएगा ना हाँ सीरियल बोल ऑफ सीरियल सी the new smartphone boost a dual camera setup with enhanced depth. New smartphone boost a dual camera setup with enhanced depth and clarity. As an advocate for work-life balance, the employee appreciated the dual-purpose workspace that seamlessly accommodated both professional tasks. Okay, in the era of chivalry, knights often engage in a duel to settle disputes, showcasing their martial skill. Uh, Duel engaged in a duel. Okay, the heated duel between the two drew heated duel नहीं पता है the team has been working overtime to meet all the milestone due this week. She was long due for a promotion due to her exceptional performance in the past 6 years. The flight was delayed due to adverse weather condition causing inconvenience for the passengers. After a cruel winter, the morning sun finally existed, leaving due. The teacher, along with her student, are planning a field trip to the science exhibition. Teacher, along with the students, teacher is planning, na? Teacher is planning, not are planning. Uh, when looking at old paintings, when looking at old paintings have all that vividly new look, whether they were painted. Paintings have all sentence render correct. Okay, you have surely noticed how new they all look. ing होना चाहिए. Noticing the new look of all the paintings. Okay, the paintings always strike you. All the way तो B होना चाहिए. Surely noticed ing होना चाहिए था, right? Notice when looking at old painting, noticing the new look of all paintings is something you can do. The amendment will have been ratified and became a law on August 26, 1920. The amendment will have been ratified. Amendment ratified and turned into law. No amendment is being ratified. No is ratified. Was ratified. Correct. He wrote to his relatives to get money to free his children and grandchildren from enslavement in America. Enslavement. Wanting to free his children and grandchildren from slavery in America, he wrote to get his children and grandchildren free from slavery in America. He decided, comma गलत है, to get money. He wrote to his relatives to get his children, grandchildren, to get his children is a joke. So it is first option. Ah, this isn't really good. Volatility above 15-30% range proves extreme over multi-purpose horizon. Both 30 and 60-day annualized volatility peaked above 80%. Yet Bitcoin, such volatility forms the standard price function. In the period surrounding Bitcoin's past halving, volatility metrics expanded. यार ये तो बहुत गंदा होता है. Starting statement, so it has to be fourth. In the period surrounding Bitcoin's past halving, volatility matrices expanded. Yet for Bitcoin, such volatility forms the standard price function. Price तो बात ही नहीं आया. Both the 30 and 60-day annualized volatility peaked above 80%. This isn't really good. So it is 4, 2, 1, 3. Isn't really good. Is 80% is not really good. ठीक है. Notice what kind of media you are consuming and what kind of people you are surrounding yourself with. Do a life inventory. Do a life inventory cannot be the starting. If not, you are much more like to experience burnout and compassion fatigue. Ask yourself often if you are being exposed to people and things that are in line with your values. So ask yourself often if you are being exposed to people and things that are in line with your values. If not, you are much more likely to experience burnout and compassion fatigue. So it is 4 and 3. Okay. Do life inventory. So notice what kind. So ideally, तो do life inventory start होगा. Okay. Weird. Do a life inventory. Notice what kind of media you are consuming and what kind of people you are surrounding yourself with. Ask yourself often if you are being exposed. Correct. So it is should be 2143. 2143. Okay. There. So when I have time to unplug, and that's exactly what I do. This cannot be starting. Even something as simple as walking around the mall is a detox for me. No, I get my nails done, book pedicure, and go window shopping. I am a single mother. I work remotely and take care of my 5-month-old daughter during the week. I get my nails done, book a pedicure, and go for a window shopping. Even something as simple as walking around the mall is a detox for me. So when I have time, one plug, that's four. So take a 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's no surprise that our inner monologue tends to be a lot nicer on our good days than our bad days. If you can physically write, if you can physically write down some of the nice things you find yourself thinking, that way you will have some positive words ready to counteract the less than awesome narrative that tends to fill your head. But looking for actual proof of this may help you correct that solo conversation next time. So it's no surprise that our inner monologue tends to be lot nicer, so it has to be one, not nicer on our good days than our bad days. But looking for the actual proof of this may help you correct that solo conversation next time. That way you will have some positive words ready to counteract. Nahi, but looking for actual proof of this may help you correct the solo conversation next time if you can physically write down some of the nice thing you find yourself thinking. That way you will have good. So it is 1, 4, 2, and 3. Then the woodlands canopy receives most of the sunlight that falls on trees. With their streamlined bodies, swifts are agile flyers, ideally adapted to twisting and turning through the air as they chase flying insects. The creatures that form their stable diet is not a starting point. Swifts do not confine themselves to woodlands but hunt wherever there are insects in the air. No, hundreds of thousands of insects fly in the sunshine up above the canopy while flying prey to swifts and follows. The woodland canopy receives most of the sunlight that falls on the tree, so this has to be the starting point. Hundreds, so sunshine तो fourth आना चाहिए. Then hundreds of thousands of insects fly in the sunshine above the canopy, falling prey to swifts and follows. Swifts do not confine themselves to woodlands but hunt wherever there are insects in the air. With their streamlined bodies, swifts are agile flyers, ideally adapted to twisting and turning through air as they chase flying insects. The creatures that form their staple diet, swift do not confine themselves. Okay, 35. इसमें तो ड्यूअल वाला कंफ्यूजन था. हाँ, embracing renewable energy conservation, basically it can promote sustainable practices, reduce greenhouse emission. We must be expanding the climate change poses a significant threat to ecosystem, biodiversity, and well-being of community worldwide. The use of fossil fuel for energy, embracing renewable energy sources, and conservation efforts can play its C or D. I'll go with D. Okay. So I attempted 18 in MCQ. अच्छा, I did not attempt one in short answer. Oh, I missed. I attempted 42 in verbal ability. ठीक है. Okay, let me go back to the window and see what is the score that I have. Oh, wait. So, I just missed the cutoff by 3 marks. Bad. So that's you know a quant mentor in me. I could not clear the verbal cutoff. Okay. Uh, I think I could have done slightly better in short answer if there was not a technical glitch in the beginning. But okay. I mean, good score, 9 correct. Okay. And okay, that's great. Okay, so in MCQ, I attempted 18 and I got all 18 correct. That's wow, super. Fine. VA, ठीक है. I mean, I could have maybe one question going right, would have helped me in clearing the cutoff. Yeah. So I attempted 42 and I got 8 wrong. Okay, so that's a pain point here. Like 8 wrong is too many. I mean, ठीक है. Could have. Let me see what went wrong actually. Oh, so one grammar went wrong. Okay, that's something. Grammar should not have gone wrong actually. Vocabulary, verbal ability is fine. Grammar, so three RC, three vocabulary, six, and one grammar and one verbal ability. I could have actually avoided one grammar question going wrong. That something which I generally like. Okay, fine. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was, session was helpful. Try to implement, the way I solve quant. Verbal, I'm sure a lot of you would be better than me at least. I'm not a verbal mentor, I'm a quant mentor, but so whatever it was, whatever, if you can learn one or two things from verbal, I'll be, that would be great. But I don't think you should be follow what I did in verbal, especially in quant. Yes. So short answer 36 and MCQ 72 on on the day of exam also. If you can score like this 36 and 72, I think probably, and if you clear the verbal cutoff, you see I'm just scored 236 marks there. So without clearing the verbal cutoff, so if you clear verbal cutoff, you will touch 240 there. The moment you reach moment you cross 220, 225, it becomes slightly better, easier to convert in the final round. Yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.